Okay,
We're
ladies
on
and
tape.
gentlemen, welcome back. Wait a second. If this is, I see. This is the
No,
audio.
that's the camera.
Okay. Now this is where we need some help. Does anybody have anybody that can plug this in? Because now we're going to go live on this.
I know, but put that away because that's
No, I
not.
like the way it looks.
It's gold. It's what they
It
call
doesn't do
a
anything
motif.
right now.
What?
It doesn't do anything right now.
Well, it's going to.
It's a
Oh,
motif.
So anyway,
right.
let me finish my conversation.
When you
Does
put it
anybody know somebody, maybe Mr. B does, that can come in and, oh, by the way, Radio Shack's going out of business. So
I know that. I got to go
I
there.
can't
today.
find the
Laura
cord.
said
Where's
you
the
need-
cord? Oh, there's.
Laura
She
said
is going to
the
pick up a
cable.
cord.
Well, she hasn't done it. I
I know
can't
that.
wait forever.
Okay.
I'm going to Radio Shack today. I'll see if they have one.
Okay.
Okay.
I want this done. I want it done. I want
Donate.
the people are listening. The multitudes are listening out there. And I want to tell you, I'm for you. Vote for me. Has the mail there wins. Now,
See the green
I
bar
want good
going
sound
on now?
quality.
That's audio. That's
Yes.
audio, the green bar. On the right, far right.
The green
Talk.
bar.
Yeah.
Yes, see it right there.
Oh, can we put it up?
Hello.
Oh, no, it already goes up.
Yes, it's the green bar.
Oh, hold on.
You know, Theresa May was told
Check,
about
check,
the green
check.
bar
Check. Why hasn't this been all the way up there all the time?
because it's
Okay,
been
pay attention in the studio. The open is next.
The open is next. Get in here and stop eating. Is anybody going to Trader Joe's anytime soon? I love their little cookies because it has coconut in them. Sorry, but I do.
I've been to that factory.
Oh, don't tell me anything negative.
No, you know
It's
who
not
makes them?
negative.
I thought you were going to tell me like there
No.
was mice poop or something.
You know who makes them?
Who?
Stover Brands.
Stover? I know somebody used to date the CEO. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. How you doing? So now that the millennials want calm and relaxed, maybe I can be the real Rhett Palmer and just be calm and relaxed. Now, Mr. Froman, attorney at law Froman,
Yes.
you know I have love for you in my heart.
Thank you.
But as my friend, I like it when you speak softly. Whenever I call you on the phone, he always goes, hello. He speaks very softly.
Mm-hmm.
But when he comes in here, he tends to be a little boisterous, to say the least. So we're going to ask
It's
you to,
decibel, right?
because the
It's
millennials
decibel.
are now listening, and we're trying to increase our numbers with millennials, we're going to ask you to take it down a notch. Hi. I think a show like this could go national. Like this. Hi, this is Uncle Rhett. This is Farmer Palmer. We're going to invest seeds of peace in you today. Now, all of America, we want you to turn off your devices for the next hour and just listen to Uncle Rhett.
You could put me
Yeah.
to sleep.
Yeah, but how smart and lash your speech gives my conscience. Wow.
You know, you figured that he has his persona,
Yes.
and it's if you look at comedians,
You need to move your mic up. Mr.
it's-
B
it's
is
no-
in there. He's cursing you.
it's no different with comedians. They're not funny in real life.
Correct.
When you're hanging out with them,
That's what
They're
I
very
want to know.
quiet.
How do they ever get? How do they go from being? There's a guy in town here. Do you know Fenny or something? There's a law firm in town. Anybody know it? Fenway and something. Okay, anyway. So they're here.
Fennel.
Fennel.
Yeah.
Fennel.
Uh-huh.
Now, their family member, I interviewed a few years ago. He has written all kinds of big hit comedy movies. Okay, I mean, we're talking super. He lives in Santa Barbara. And believe me, you don't live in Santa Barbara unless you've done very well in
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my favorite town in California. Anyway, so I can't afford to live next to Oprah, but maybe someday.
Well, someday,
But-
Rhett. Someday, Rhett.
But anyway, so he said he went to, the whole family's lawyers, as my father was an attorney at law, graduate Syracuse, and you're an attorney.
Yes.
Okay, so he comes home one day and says, Mom, I'm going to move to Hollywood, California. And I'm going to write comedies. And there was a pregnant pause at the dinner table, and she said, but you're not funny. And that's funny.
Yeah.
So, but he's gone on to write all these comedies, so he knew it. Yes, there is historically a dark side to comedians, but that's the whole thing. You know what? I want to tell you this. When I was in Nantucket, though, and we were at that little high school room, and I was there with Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry all of a sudden reaches. This is really bad. This is bad. I want to know if anybody else will own up to this. So I admire Jerry Seinfeld. I mean, I've been to his house over there in Hamptons. Anybody ever see it? That $40 million thing. That looks like this big.
You were his guest there, or you drove by it?
Drove by.
Oh. I was at his house.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I painted his fence.
So he reached
Now,
down.
see, if you
Finish
hadn't
your story.
asked that, people would have thought I'd
Oh,
been
yeah.
to his house.
That's right.
I'm just
Golly.
honest.
So anyway, so we don't have to bring it up. That's
Scrape
look what you did. You
veneer.
broke
All
my
right, so
microphone.
tell me.
Anyway, he reaches down. I swear to God, this is true. I mean, it shows you how I don't know. God's going to be mad at me someday, but so he reaches down and he opens up a bottle of water, and he drinks. And I went, "Wow, Jerry Seinfeld drinks bottled water too." That's what went through my head.
Yeah.
And I went, "What is the matter with you?" I mean, he and Bob Dylan.
He drinks bottled
Well,
water.
I was like,
He drinks
wow.
water.
I mean, yeah. It's like you made a god out
Now,
of
were
this
you
guy.
one-on-one with him, or is it a big room? And he
No,
was
there
doing
was about I don't know, about 40 of us.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's still a nice gathering.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was all about the dark side of humor.
How did you
Wow.
get invited to that? How does one go?
Because my friend who's now deceased
Oh,
owns and he lived in Vero. He was also an author. He used to take out ads in Vero's Voice magazine for his books and stuff. And he invited me up. He owned the franchise for, was it Budget, Avis, one of those. So when you land in Nantucket, so he would rent me a car. He had to legally he had to charge me something to charge me $10 a day. I
Wow.
would get my own car up there, and then he would get me complimentary tickets to go to the media passes to go to the film festival and stuff. So that's how this all.
Oh, so that was at
Delightful.
the film festival?
Well, it was a small segment of it over there. Yeah.
Did you have to
wasn't
pay?
the
Was it
film.
like
There
a
was no
VIP where you had to pay to get in?
No. No. Oh, other people may have. I didn't have to.
And he got you in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should be going to film festival. How
Yeah.
come the film festival in Vero Beach doesn't draw any big people? Or does it?
Well,
well,
first of all, what they've done is they've made a big faux pas marketing wise. You know what that is?
What's that?
They've married it to wine because the wine people put up the money, but there's a lot of us that don't drink. And we're not going to attend something like that.
oh,
You've
you
lost-
can attend.
You've
You
lost.
just
you know,
don't drink
we're-
the
look,
wine.
excuse me. We're not going to
Why?
because I don't want to be around. Look at when I go to
You're
these
saying
events.
from
But these are great
recovery.
movies.
Okay, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but there's
Well,
a
don't.
politician in town here, and the wife was been drinking wine and cheese, a stinky wine and cheese breath, and she came up really a little too close to me, and she's, and I'm going, whew, wine and cheese breath. And when people have been drinking, they tend to say foolish things that they wouldn't say if they were sober.
Well,
So you forgive a lot of things that are said, right?
Right.
But
Film
it's like
festival.
even the Bible says wine is a mocker. It
It
mocks
should
the
be.
person who drinks it.
Yes.
They do foolhardy stuff they wouldn't normally do.
glass of wine? I doubt that. If you drink the bottle,
Look at-
maybe.
How about the guy in town here a few years ago? He had been in a group of sober people. I was told a 12-step program, and
Yeah,
people
you
were,
went to the hotel room. Yeah.
the guy went and drank a bunch. Then he went, no, not the hotel. That was with my guy. No. This, but you keep stop jumping on this.
Well,
Stop that!
He's
Yeah,
a
but-
lawyer. He's hyper focused. He knows what he's doing.
He does know what he's doing. But anyway, so he gets in a car. He drives down US 1. Do you remember the guy killed 3 people? Now he's going to be in prison. Did you represent him?
no.
Okay, but he's going to be in prison for the next 40 years. He had been sober. He went out and drank. It happens all the time.
Well,
Yeah.
I was with a man
My
last
parents
night
were hit by a drunk driver.
just
Yeah.
recently.
from behind.
Yeah. Same with.
I know
three
a
of us
good
were-
attorney right here.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
just-
I was going to bring this up too, though. The getting back to the film festival. I mean, there's a lot of things. I understand from being a recovering alcoholic and stuff. You don't want to be around alcohol, and I think that's a very smart move.
Yes, it is smart.
From a wine standpoint, drinking a glass of wine, they said that if you go through the ritual of drinking wine,
Yeah.
the smell of the boutique, the swirling in the glass with the
The
legs,
bouquet.
yeah, and then you swish it in your mouth.
The
Yeah,
bubbly-
It stimulates
Yes.
more of your brain than doing 4 hours of mathematics.
That's right. Yes,
I think
sommeliers do it all the time.
Yeah. So I mean, if you look at that, I think there's some. I think there's.
That's why
I'm not a drinker.
This is why I drink grape juice every night.
Yeah, you could just.
Well,
drink
wrong
it.
grape
Let me
juice.
tell you something about Welch's. I drove my RV when I had it up there in upstate New York. It all comes from one certain region.
Oh, does
And
it?
you go, yeah, and you buy the grapes. And I went, oh, I was passing through, and I got some, I tasted the grapes and went, wow, this tastes just like Welch's. And they said, yeah, we supply all the Welch's grapes. And I said, wow, so the Welch's is really, I support Welch's because
Yeah.
it's pure. Now, if you get
It's
the
great.
1/3 less sugar I get now. No, the 2/3 less sugar.
That's made with sucralose.
No, it is not. It's
You wanna-
not sweet. There's
You want to
no.
bet?
Yeah, you want to bet?
No, it's on the label, Rhett. He's right.
Yeah, no, he's not right.
Yeah, he is
I
on
beg
that
you, do
one.
not denigrate my Welch's people.
Well, you're not denigrating. He's just making a point that you missed.
But it's probably a Concord grape anyway.
Hey, call me right now so my phone rings, so I can hear it ring. I want to do something. I want to play something here. Call me on your phone.
Well, what phone?
You don't have your phone with you?
I don't have a cell phone.
Oh, you don't have one? You don't
No.
own one?
No,
How can you
no,
be an
no.
attorney at
It's
law
in
and not have a
90
cell phone?
fathoms of water. I've been over to grab the fish and down it went
That's where
to
mine went.
Davy Jones.
I used to have Steve Forbes' personal phone number. All these famous people.
Yeah, well,
And
not
Barbara
anymore.
dropped my phone into the water,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Well, we figured on the depth meter was 90 fathoms. I wasn't going for it. Something told me, stay where you are, Steve.
This
Stay
was
where
before.
you are.
This was
Here.
before iCloud. Yes.
Look at the 1, 2, 3,
Just
4,
read it.
fifth ingredient.
Just read it.
Citric acids, maltodextrin, natural and artificial flavor, sucralose.
Thank you.
Boom.
Thank you.
Which one? For who?
A prize.
For you, for the Welch's
No,
grape
for
juice.
what product?
Welch's grape juice, 2/3 less calories.
That's right.
Well, less
No,
calories.
not the
Just-
less caloric.
Just
I said 2/3 less sugar. There's another one that's out. That's
Now
the one
I
I
got it.
buy.
I
It's
got it.
2/3 less sugar.
It's the same thing.
Go ahead and make me look stupid, not only among the four of us, five of us, excuse me, Mr. B, but to the thousands of people listening to this god awful.
But I want to get back
Okay.
to the. I want to get back to the
I just want to say discretion is imposition's tutor.
Mhm.
Do you understand what that means?
So wait, let's get back to the movie festival. They could really make this a huge, because you look at Vero Beach and you say Vero Beach is the Southern Hamptons, right?
It
the
is.
Montauk's, the southeast
Guess who walked
Montauk's.
out of Publix last night? Walked right by me.
Who?
James Taylor. Right here in Vero Beach, yeah.
James
You would
Taylor.
not
The
believe
musician James Taylor.
James.
Wow.
Just yesterday morning.
Are you being serious?
Wow.
Here, as a matter of fact, he's here to play the song.
Oh man.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I wrote down the song. I just can't remember who to send it to. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that Anyway, yes.
I love that.
That's a
you
great
did
song.
You did a great job playing that.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
did.
I normally stop it, but I like the song. I normally try to stop you, but
You
I
like the
like
way I
that
did it?
song so much. It
Yeah.
just
Is it the
moved
song
me.
or did I do a good job on it?
I think you did a great job on it,
Yeah,
and it's
rendition.
the song and the words.
You know what's happened after 63 years of living?
What's
I
that?
finally found my own voice. And that was, I sing James
James
Taylor's
Taylor's
song
voice.
in my own voice.
No,
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 I'm being serious.
You found your own
No,
voice.
you got to understand what I'm saying. This is very serious to us, for musicians such as myself.
Uh-huh.
We do a lot of imitating. Guy like Bob Dylan does a lot of imitating Woody Guthrie. I'm friends with Arlo, as you know, and Woody was his idol.
Right.
Bob Dylan found his own voice at about the age of 21. Took me. I'm slow. What a late bloomer. It took me till I'm 63. James Taylor. He wrote that song when he was like 20 or 21, and he paid a big price for that song. He was in a little mental consulting situation, and Suzanne was a girl who committed suicide purportedly. Okay. So anyway, yes, James Taylor walked out of Publix last night. He looks at me, and I look at him, and we have this extended look. Now, I don't know if he recognized me,
He
or he was
did.
just like, no, I think what it was he was expecting me, to recognize him.
And you did.
I don't know why sometimes.
Why the heck did you not?
Because I
knowing
shut
you-
down. You want to know something? This is the old Rhett. I told you I was painfully shy before I was 20,
Ouch.
Yeah.
up until 20, until I read The Power of Positive Thinking. Sometimes still in public situations, I
You
revert back.
clam.
Well, there were 6 people
You
in
clam.
the dormitory room,
Yeah,
of somebody else's dormitory room when I was in college. And I can remember staring at my feet, and there was this other kid. He had personality, and he'd already been hired up in Schenectady, New York, by GE, to take guys out golfing for business because he had an outgoing personality. And I remember saying, I wish I had a personality.
Wow.
So it's,
Golly,
I only
Rhett.
say this for hope, because when you see a diffident, shy, backward, reticent young person be kind to him.
Yeah.
He or she may blossom one day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
and you can
flabbergasted.
facilitate
I mean,
that.
you're
Yeah.
so outgoing. I've seen you.
Yeah, it's tabula rasa.
I've seen you in situations where there could be a potential interview,
Yes.
and you're a rabid badger. I mean, you just go after that interview, and you don't stop until you get it.
Oh, like with
And
Chris Christie, you mean?
Yeah, with I mean, just in general.
Yeah.
Every,
He took my picture for Christie.
yeah, with you and Chris Christie, and but I mean, you're which is a great thing to have. I mean, I'll tell you, there's been a lot of events in my life, and I owe everything to my mom and my dad. My dad said to me, "Son," and my dad was a very shy person and an actor. He was working with some celebrities way back in the day in New Mexico. He was catering for a movie that was being made, and an actor befriended, my dad and vice versa.
Tell us his name.
And it doesn't matter right now.
I want to know. I like
and-
name
Anthony
dropping.
Quinn.
Paul Smith. He played Pluto in Popeye, Brutus in Popeye with Robin Williams. He was friends with Robin Williams. And he did 100 movies. Midnight Express, he was the jail guard. But in
Right.
smaller parts and stuff. But he did over 100 movies in his lifetime. And a really sweet man. He was about 500 pounds, probably, 6'6", and just big man. He said to my dad, if you don't, and I want to tie all this together in a second, if you don't pat yourself on the back in life, nobody else will.
Correct.
And if you don't take charge, somebody else will. And so from that point on, because my dad was really shy.
Say it again. You know what?
If you don't pat yourself on the back, nobody else will.
Mm.
If you don't take charge, somebody else will.
That's
And
correct.
so my dad, there was all these celebrities, like David Carradine. It was a smaller, there was all these celebrities around, and my dad would not talk to any of them because he was shy. And when Paul Smith said this, my dad's whole personality from that day forward changed.
Say it again for people out there so they hear it.
Yeah. So if you don't pat yourself on the back,
Be your own best friend, in other words.
Yeah.
Self-laudation.
Nobody else will. So you have to
Self what?
Laudation.
Yeah, you have to
I
promote
thought you were
yourself.
saying self-mutilation.
Yeah, you have to promote yourself. And then, and if you don't take charge, somebody else will.
Yeah.
Correct.
So from that point forward, my dad has taken charge. So with you,
Mhm.
if you don't grab that interview,
Yeah.
if you don't go and chase that interview,
You have
you'll never get it. So my
Right.
dad taught me, when you're around, because I would never go up to a celebrity. At all the events we did, no, Dad, I don't want you. He said, son, none of these people are ever going to remember you again.
That's right.
They're never going to remember you. Meet them, get your picture with them, talk to them, say whatever you want
Look
to.
at Gloria Estefan. Now, I've met her thrice.
Right?
So I met her. First of all, this is a true story. I dreamt, this was about years ago before they were just about to move here. I swear to God, this is a true story. I dreamt of Gloria Estefan one night.
Holy
all night.
smokes.
Yeah, not in that way, normal way, just nice, Anyway, so the next night I'm at Ocean Grill. I turn the corner. She's right in the little corner there with her husband and a group of other people at a round table.
Yeah.
And he, Gloria Estefan's husband, recognizes me and says, Rhett, we want you to be the MC for this
Wow.
event. We're going to have Jimmy Buffett up here, blah, 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 blah. And I was like taken aback. This guy already knew who I was. But anyway, so I said, hey, I swear to God, this may sound weird, but I dreamt of you last night. She said, well, it must be meant to be. So then I didn't ask for a phone number or anything. Duh. Then I meet her a second time. I happened to be out near the Ocean Grill, and we were walking around, and she was showing somebody the circumference. I said, hi, Gloria. Hi, Rhett. She recognized me. She said, hi, Rhett. How are you? And we're talking to very nice, normal people. Then the third time, they had the big official grand opening, and that's when she says, hey, you want that picture? I said, take a picture with her. And I just shut down. I didn't ask her for the damn interview. I don't know why. I still have yet to interview her.
Wow.
Well, that
I don't
could
know.
be
Once in a
Was there
while, I
major
just
celebrities
shut
there?
down.
Was there major celebrities
Well,
at the?
Rachel Ray just came. She rented the whole place for her birthday.
No. Was there a lot at the opening?
Oprah was there. No, I don't know who was there. A lot of the time, you know what's happening in our little town here? There is some really hard hitters, but the hard hitters, they don't want. Like recently, Barbara and I had an encounter with a hard hitter, and he wants us to cover something new that he's doing, but not the past of the record industry. Big major hit records and stuff. He says, I said to Rhett interview, and he said, no, but I want you guys to do the blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but people come here, they don't want to be, that's like James Taylor. He was walking out last night, and I was like,
Same with Joe Montana.
there's conflict.
Joe Montana, same way.
He's been
He
here,
lives
too?
here.
Yeah, of course.
Joe Montana lives
Yeah.
in Vero Beach.
Of course.
And the thing is, they listen to the show.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
they do.
amazing who
Yes, they
listens.
do. In fact,
I'm not worthy, I promise.
I'm picking a jury a couple weeks back, and the judge always asks, "Do you know Mr. Fromming?" And a couple people raise their hand and say, "Are you the one? Are you the one on the radio show at Rhett Palmer?" I say, "Yes." I say, "Well, we enjoy your show." Judge says, "Would that affect your opinion about?" One of them said, "Yes, it probably would. Yes, it probably would."
Does that really happen?
Yeah.
Oh, no. We got to take a break, and then we'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the mayor of the airwaves. Who loves you, baby?
That is great.
That happened to me too. I was a jurist.
I
I was on the opposite side, and they said, "Oh, this is a very distinguished man in the community. Ran for office. He was on the radio on the Rhett Palmer show on Thursdays." And that,
Yeah, I bet you they
Brian,
didn't say
And
that.
people know. I'm
yeah,
just telling
yeah,
you.
it's true.
Beverly,
Beverly.
when he
Brian.
says who loves you, baby, count to 5 before you talk. I don't have too many fingers to turn down the mics, okay? All right, please?
In other words, when we've ended and I go to break, everybody should remain silent for at least count to 5 or 6 before any of us speaks again. Because sometimes he hasn't turned down all the mics. It's not your problem. He really should be able to turn all the mics down at once, but we have to, whatever his limitations are in there, because we have separate channels. You understand? Can you hear me if I'm talking too low?
I am here.
Okay.
I'm
Now-
reading your lips, don't worry.
Now, where
Hi,
is my
Lonnie.
fried egg sandwich?
By the way, I listened to yesterday's show this morning coming in.
How was it? Terrible?
You couldn't hear Paul. You couldn't hear him.
Yeah,
You
that
came
happened
on
one
like
time
that.
with Joe.
Mhm.
Joe was trying, and Joe sounded like he was.
Somebody
I
was
mean, like,
listening to yesterday's
way
show
out there.
replay this
Yeah.
morning, and they
It's
said
weird.
they couldn't hear Paul. The Paul's mic might not turned up enough or
What's
something.
Paul's last name?
Well, Paul drifts in and out, and I saw that too. But there's
Jeanette
nothing I can do. I tell him to get close to the mic.
Jenenensch.
Okay, you need to be
Genesis.
strong though. Strong will come in once, come in twice, come in 3 times, move it, say you've got to do this, and please, then turn his volume
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna freshen my.
There's so far I can go on this board.
I'll walk with
you. Distorts.
Yeah, but you can play the strong arm. See, I shouldn't have to correct anybody because I'm the host. Look at, somebody comes in here. I'm trying to get them to open up their heart. If I have to say, turn on the microphone, and now I've ruined the whole thing. It's all been ruined. The profession is that you have the authority and you have to be the bad guy. They always say there's a bad guy in business. You got to come in and say, I'm sorry, Miss McGillicuddy. You've got to come in closer to the microphone. You've got to be firm, be kind and firm, and tell them if they don't, that they're going to send Joseph after them to slap him across the face. Flip-flops. He comes to do my show in flip-flops. What can I say, ladies and gentlemen?
I just had surgery on my toe.